Hi! Hello everyone! Nag-live ulit. Good morning! Nice to see you. Let's see. Let's adjust this. Good afternoon. Where are you from? It's morning right now in the Philippines. 6:15 a.m. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm just going live because it's been 5 years na pala tayo sa YouTube. So that's kind of nice. Colombia. Whoa. I'm from Maine. Maine, as in the US, I guess. Nice. Yeah, what about me? I'm from the Philippines. Wow, there's a lot of you today. Yeah, I'm just gonna start this live chat by asking if any of you are from Manila, like if any of you is from Manila. Uh, oh my God, this is more like transactional, but kung kung meron sa inyo na taga Manila, I would love to talk to you and because I have a paper to pick up in Manila. It's just my birth certificate and certificate of no marriage document, but I need to pick it up because wala silang option to have it delivered because right now I'm based in Palawan, so they don't have the option to have it delivered to me, and so I have to pick it up, ride a plane back and forth just to pick up two documents from Department of Foreign Affairs. So I'm just wondering if any of you could spare the time. I will pay you 4,000 pesos. And well, very straightforward, huh? I will pay you for 4,000 pesos for having the my documents delivered to me. I'll probably give you an SPA just for the specific purpose of having the document picked up from Department of Foreign Affairs. I think it's in Manila, Pasay, something like that. I will just give you the address. I'm so sorry for um, telling you about this live, but I really need the document, and I'm just wondering if any of you is available to do that. I'm just gonna look for the address because it's really in Metro Manila. Uh, yeah, it's let's see, ground floor, Double Dragon Plaza, sa EDSA. I don't know where this is. Sa Pasay Sasha, sa Metro Manila. And if you know where this is, if you could just send it to me, I will give you an SPA. Ipanotarize ko, I will have it notarized by a lawyer just so they can give you the documents. And then as soon as I receive the document, I will, yeah, 4,000 pesos. I don't know how long it will take, but I think it will only take one day. I I will just I'll send you the SPA. So they will give you the document. And then once that's done, i-pick up nyo nung doon. Once it's picked up, pwede ipa-LBC sa akin. So 4,000 pesos. And then that's on top of the, taxi and the LBC fee and everything. Just so I don't have to travel there and pick it up just for that. I really hate traveling by plane. So So if you could just send me a message na lang. Here's my email. Here's my email, and then we will chat and just to go over the details. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm going live today, because I don't want to go to Manila just to pick up two documents. Anyway, um, yeah, just email me and everything, and then we will do live chat para make sure not everything's clear. Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that. In my, I think what I'm thinking is it will probably only take 1 day picking it up, because the documents are already there inside sa DFA. It just needs someone to pick it up in person, because they don't do delivery to another island apparently. Okay. Yeah, that's my email right there. Anyway, yeah, thank you so thank you so much for. Yeah, you're too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, trust. I'm too trusting. No, it's just basically a document where I can, if walang, it's just birth certificate. So if it gets lost or something goes wrong with it, I can just request it from DFA. It's not something like a passport where you're really going to be in real trouble if you lose it. It's just a paper really that you can request for again if it gets lost. So I think it's fine. No, no, I understand that. But it's just something that you can request for any time. But the it's just so inconvenient that I have to go there in person, and in another island just to pick up those papers, when in fact they could have just set up a delivery system. But it's okay. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going live, and if you have any questions about call center, let me know. You have video requests. I'm probably going to create a video about work from home stuff, like applying for work from home jobs. Sorry about the rooster. I'm in a farm. So if you have any questions, let me know. My next video will be about how to create an intro video, which will probably not apply to a lot of you. But yeah, I'm also going to be creating videos about call center soon. I'm just going to read your questions actually. Kansas. Kansas. Okay, here you it is. Your videos have helped me so much. You're welcome. It's also my pleasure to be able to, like, create a channel and seeing that it's impacted a lot of people positively. So it's like a win-win for both of us. I was told multitasking might be overwhelming. Is that true? It is true. Research actually confirms it. Like the brain really prefers that you focus on one task, and then instead of switching. Because when you're on a task and then you have to switch, like you have to switch context. So it will take again, when you once you switch to that second task, it will take more effort to be in the zone again, and then you have to do that again. So there's a lot of productivity lost there, and that's one of the reasons why call center you know is hard that way, because you have to do a lot of multitasking, and the brain does not really like that. You can search about multitasking, but I think it's pretty much established that multitasking is not a preferable way to do things, especially if you're doing creative work. Um, but yeah, that's the reality of a call center. So I'm more into being fluent and don't need to translate it to my mind to being fluent and don't need to. Yeah, you just gotta practice. You have to use the language every day. That's really the only way that you're gonna be fluent. I'm more into my nightmares have started sending me postcards from better places. What do you mean? My neighbors are sending me postcards from better places. How to make more bookings in hotel call center bookings. I'm sorry. Is this inbound or outbound? How to make more bookings in a hotel call center? How long since you work in customer service? So I started working in customer service in 2017, uh, and then it lasted 4 years, and then I stopped, and then I created this channel. So just 4 years, really. Some people have worked for more than a decade. I'm impressed, honestly. If you've worked in a call center for more than a decade, because that's quite a long time. The stamina is impressive. How long since you have been working? Are you are the one who inspired me to work in the BPO industry? Great. I'm learning a lot with you, by the way. I like the accent. Thank you. They seen me as maarte daw pag nasa English, pag nag-English. My God. It's a common comment, but yeah, ignore mo lang sila. Just ignore them. Really, I guess you're not with the right sorts of people, and I think you will feel weird too when it's your first time in a call center and you have to go on training and you hear everyone speaking English. It's it's a weird experience, but you will get used to it eventually. They seen miss. It's necessary. Yeah, it's necessary. Inbound calls in a hotel call center. So are you asking how to make more money from that or how to have more bookings? Because I feel like if they call, I mean, I don't think it's your job to make the bookings, to make a lot of bookings. You basically just to clarify, you're taking bookings, right? You're taking calls from people who want to book, or is it like an upselling sort of thing where you have to sell something, you have to promote a product? Smart. Can you give me tips on how to overcome nervousness in answering interview questions? It's counterintuitive, but um, go to more interview, more the more you exposed, the more you expose yourself to the things that make you uncomfortable, the more you comfortable you're gonna get over time. Like it's counterintuitive, but that's really it. The hardest the hardest time you're gonna have is the first time, and then you repeat it enough times and you will still feel nervous, but it will be in a manageable level. You will always get nervous. I'm sure that if I go to an interview, I will feel nervous too. But I think just try going to an interview without the goal of getting that job. You know, the goal is to just get to the interview and expose yourself to it. If you get the job, great. If you don't, great. What you're going to get from it is experience, exposure, and practice. That's really all. Morning question. Currently watching some content of you from my interview. Good luck. I hope you make it. You're very smart to be able to create a channel to help others. This is awesome. Oh, thank you. I don't know about smart, but I think it's because I have experience and I know the pain points, the struggles of call center agents. So I guess that's how I'm able to help in a way that's very specific, very detailed, because I've been there. I think that's really the most important part there. 8 years in customer care, call center, 1 year in office, and 7 work at home. Wow. That's a lot of experience. The rooster. So, how long are you to spend to reach this English level? So, okay, 2017, I was bad at it, but I was already at conversational, if you will. Uh, but my first call was with a Canadian, French Canadian. She thought I was French because she could definitely hear that I was not. Um, she could definitely hear the accent in my voice. But I think probably 1 year after that, I I got better. The necessity is also going to be the driving force that will make you really want to learn the accent. Because case in point, I've been here in Palawan for 3 years now, and if I speak Tagalog, Filipino, the accent is not really quite there yet, and probably that's because I don't really need to have Filipino accent. I can speak it, but the accent is just off. Like you can really hear the Bisaya accent, but it's okay because there's no necessity to adapt the Tagalog Filipino accent. But because I worked in the call center and it was imperative that we learn the accent, so I got to work and it improved because I had to, the necessity was there. How long are you spending? Okay. How to make more bookings? How to make more bookings? It's not really up to you to make more bookings. If it's just inbound, you just book the call. Grabe ba? Ikaw yung palagi kong pinapanood ng first time na mag-apply sa BPO first. I know. 4 years ago, 5 years ago na. Thank you. I earned a position for those years. Nakakatuwa makita ka live. Thank you and congratulations. I also can't believe that the channel has already reached 5 years. Like, that's so it felt like bago lang siya and everything, but it's so nice na within those years, maraming nakakita ng trabaho and everything. So yeah, that's so nice. Okay, what is that? It's not upsells only. How to manage more bookings because I'm a new time stage. Manage more bookings. So what do you do exactly? Do you take calls from clients and they ask to book a room, or can you tell me the tasks you do on a daily basis? How to, it's not to upsell only, how to manage more, to make more bookings, because I feel like if it's just booking, you basically just take the calls and book it on the system. Hi, question. Your videos have helped me a lot improving my English for a call center. Do you recommend shadowing on any other imitation practice to improve pronunciation? Yes. Shadowing talaga in other imitation practice. Shadowing is always shadowing, listening and shadowing. So you listen and then you try your best to mimic it. And then, of course, you record yourself. It's boring, but it works. Consistency is your friend here. You yun lang, just to really cement the sound, the placement of your tongue, just to make sure that your brain remembers it, and eventually it'll come to you naturally. And it's good because now we have access to pretty much all types of media, and I think the most effective, it would be videos, audios and videos. Before I was doing it with books and DVDs, one of those cheap DVDs na binibenta sa sidewalk. That was so early 2000s. So, I really want to thank you. I really want to thank you for sharing your knowledge regarding call center industry, because if I really improved my metrics as a representative. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. So nice to see comments like this. Is this a call center? No, but it's a call center channel. I'm trying to apply to be an interpreter, but it's hard. Did you go to school for it? Interpreter? Interpreter. I don't have experience in interpreter as an interpreter, but I think you have to go to school for that, right? And also with AI now, it's kind of challenging to get jobs. I heard, I think I saw that news in passing where it's getting harder and harder to get a job as an interpreter because pretty much the AI can do most of it. I don't know. And I've tried ChatGPT and I couldn't confirm that it's quite impressive when it comes to translating interpreter. Okay. Hello, greetings from Peru. Hello. What time is it there now? Can you give examples how to offer Wi-Fi plan with phone? Is that your account? Wi-Fi plan. Is this an is this inbound or outbound? I think the key is to identify if the lead or the potential customer is experiencing a certain pain point and then matching up the features that you're going to promote to her, that you're going to highlight to her. Sometimes though the need doesn't really exist, so that's where it gets hard. You know, how to hype up a product so that the customer or the lead would want to buy it even if she doesn't need it. I am trying to apply. Hello, can you give examples? Okay. Hello, good morning, Max and friends. I work in a call center for I book sessions for women. Okay. What the heck is that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I work in a call center for a pimp. Isn't that illegal? I enjoy seeing your video. Thank you. Are you Mexican or I'm Filipino? Are you having trouble with what is that? Never mind. Dahil sa lumakas loob ko mag-apply sa BPO. And now I'm in first BPO ever, which is telco account. Your tips and mock calls help me a lot. Perfect. I hope you thrive and if you want, climb the corporate ladder. But some people don't really want to do that. Just some people just want to stay where they are and make money and leave if they can. But yeah, I wish you luck on your journey. More booking for rooms because sometimes people say they want to book, but eventually they'll say, I'll call back. When customers say this, I guess that only means that they're still checking for pricing and they're looking for the best deal. So if they don't call back, then that probably means that they found a better deal. People say they want to book, but eventually say the best thing you can do is to highlight the features of your rooms, what makes it great. But I think that's pretty much all you can do. If from the customer side, if I were the customer, I would be calling to ask about the pricing. But if there's something better features, better pricing, so I would definitely go for that instead. Um, I work in Sutherland yesterday. Indian customer called me and I wasn't able to understand this accent. I tried it, but so hard. I'm from Colombia. My accent is not too strong. Yeah, things happen. Things like that happen. But you just got to try. And if you can't, then what can you do about it if you can understand? Supervisor, this would be the time when your supervisor would come in handy. Inbound. What was that? I forgot about that. Journaling. So it's like upselling, journaling, inbound. If it's inbound, does that mean you're upselling the phone plan? I haven't really tried upselling. How do you deal with angry clients? Wait, inbound muna. So for inbound, if it's so it sounds like upselling. I think you just got to talk to customer, see what what their pain points are, their struggles, and if there are struggles that your product could meet, then you got to highlight that. But sometimes they don't really need anything, so there will be times when it just doesn't make sense to upsell. I wonder if your account requires you to still upsell when it doesn't really make sense. Because yeah, I would not be surprised if that is the case. How do you deal with angry clients? So the mantra, the principle of dealing with angry clients is really just address their emotions first, get things off their chest first, and then once they feel acknowledged, then that's the time that you can start approaching them with logic, approaching them with real resolutions. That's really all. It's really all there is to it. Um, I've talked about this in my mock calls. Just check those video out. I have a whole bunch of videos about it. There's a long playlist about it. But it's if I have to boil them down into one principle, it's really just address the emotion first and then get to the logic, the reasoning next. Nag-clearance na ako kahapon, and I remember you helped me with my first BPO interview a year ago, and I remember nailing both interviews. Can't believe it's been a year, and I just want to say thank you. Oh, it's my pleasure to congratulations. Thank you so much for now. Gusto ko muna maging agent. Ayoko muna lumipad ng mataas na masya. True. Like, I did not also really aim to have a higher position than being just an agent. The QA position that I had, it was a kind of sort of like given to me. So parang yeah, I'm not really yeah, me too. I don't like I'm not really someone who would want to aim for a promotion. But yeah, we're just built differently, I guess, all of us. Because there are also people who are so driven, like they have this goal to climb the corporate ladder, and that's good too because we need leaders. It all works out in the end. Help to be an entrepreneur. It's not necessary to go to school to learn it. Because if you have money, just look for a counselor to advise you the best way to invest your money. To be an entrepreneur, it's not necessary to go to school and learn it. Because if you have money, just look for a counselor. Yeah, you could do that. But school is, still would still have its benefits. I think it helps you have self discipline and teachable or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I would say that school has helped me as well. Like, it's not really all about making money, but it's also helping you think for yourself and everything, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you want to go make money, like going to school is not the the what you call that, the like the sure way to do that, to make that happen, but it helps, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes Indian customers are complaining about my English. It's not that much good, and they can't get what I'm saying. I don't know what to do about it. Really, I know my accent and my English are totally fine. So, what's your account like? So your customers are largely from India? Is that what you're saying, or you just get calls from Indians from time to time? Cause yeah, you can get what to do. Because if it's just an occasional call from Indians, so It's fine. I think you're really gonna get those calls eventually from time to time, but it sounds like your customers, your callers are mainly from India. Is that the case or not really? 30 minutes now. I'm gonna check my email. Sometimes it's hard to talk with Indians. They're constantly repeating what you've said. Hmm. It's hard to talk with Indians. They're constantly repeating what you've said. Well, that's communication for you. But yeah, if the accent is challenging to understand, then yeah, the conversation is not going to be as clear. Sometimes, okay. Did you work for? No, I did not work in Alorica. I started as I started working for small call center companies in Davao, and yeah, they're not really the. I haven't really worked for big call center companies in the Philippines. If I tell you the name of the companies I worked for, you probably won't even know them. So, I haven't worked for Convergys and Sutherland. No, I have not. Sometimes, okay. Hello, parfait. Is that French? Chananteus parfait. How can I user please? What do you mean? How can I get a user? User for what? Anyway, so let me see. Let me see. So yeah, just email me about that Manila thing. Email me, and if you want to talk about the pricing, you can just also email me. Email. Yeah, and we'll talk about it. I would love to like have a one-on-one chat, and we will talk about the details and everything. I just really need the documents picked up from there so that I don't have to travel by plane back and forth just to pick up two documents that can just be delivered through LBC. Ganun. Mahirap talaga, my God. I don't know. I don't know why wala siyang option to just send it, you know. It's hard. But yeah, parang kailangan pa talaga ng process yung government. Next. Here you go. How can I get a user, please? Your call center. Oh, you mean like you're trying to build a call center and you're looking for clients? Is that it? To work at home. Work from home as a call center agent is going to be, if you're working for a company, it's fine. But if you're doing freelancing as a call center agent, then you're going to have to do the whole 9 yards, meaning you have to do an application and promote yourself, talk to the clients. You're going to have to be the advertiser, the marketer, and then the one doing the work itself. So it's a different, it's a whole bunch of additional work, but it's worth it because you probably will receive more money than if you work in a call center. What will make you stand out to other applicants? Can you please give me an idea on how to answer this question? So this is similar to the question, what is your edge over the other applicants? So chances are you're not what you say, the quality that you say about yourself that is your edge over the other applicants will probably not be unique to you, but I think it's just about it's just all going to be about the packaging, like deliver it in a confident way. And before that, also think about what do you think makes what is it what's something what's happening to me. Think about that something that makes you proud about yourself. For me, what makes me proud about myself is that I'm really detail oriented. I don't like to just like look at the bigger picture and stay and stop there. I want to really dig deeper, because I feel like that's where things really matter. Like if you, for example, if I'm making videos, I don't want to say, you know, just give them a general idea of how to answer questions. I give examples. I create scenarios. I want to get specific. So for me, I feel like that is my edge over other applicants. Something that exactly be unique, might not be exactly unique to me, but something that you can't find in every applicant. It's rare. Ganun. So just first think about that something that you're proud about yourself. And then maybe if you need the help of ChatGPT for that, go right ahead, knock yourself out. Um, I was reluctant at first to suggest generative AI, but it's really helped me a lot. And I think if we just work alongside it, and then of course don't outsource everything to AI, of course, but those things that you need ideas for example, you want examples on how to answer the question, then think about that something that first that you're proud about yourself, so you don't have to lie, you're not exactly lying, and then brainstorm from there. Gunnar, that's a very long answer, but I hope it answers your question. So yeah, I'm saying this so that it's the answer is not generic, because when it's generic, that's when you're not making an impact to your interviewer. Like, okay, you don't, you're not memorable. And the good thing about call center is you don't have to be like super memorable to get hired, because they're mass hiring all the time. But you have to be memorable, somehow memorable, like more memorable than others. So yeah, that's why you have to really be truthful and really think about that thing that you're proud about yourself. Can you please provide me your email? My email is this. So it's also on my channel, by the way. About page. It's also on the about page of my channel. So that's my email. Let's see. Is the document going to be picked up in Pasay? Correct. It's going to be picked up in Pasay. First is I'm going to give you PSA. I will send it to you through LBC. And then, a PSA telling na PSA notarized by, sorry, PSA, what did I say? Bishop. SPA. SPA pala, special powers of attorney, telling you, indicating that I'm authorizing you to pick up my documents, a DFA, notarized by lawyer, and then by lawyer, send it to by LBC, you will pick it up. And then once that's done, go to DFA, present the SPA to you. I present them the SPA, and they will give you documents kasi may SPA naman. And then you send it to me through LBC, and then I will pay you as soon as I receive the documents. Ganun. If you have a certain pricing in mind, just let me know too, because I'm estimating that it's going to take 1 day, but I don't know really the in real time. I'm just estimating that it's going to take only 1 day, because picking up the LBC and going to DFA and then dropping it off to LBC again. But maybe it will take 2 days. I don't know. So let me know and send me an email so we can chat. So, okay na, hindi naman siya parang, it's not really a document na parang kailangan talaga confidential and everything, because it's something that I can request again kung if it gets lost. So it's not really a problem. I think I can have just someone pick it up, what to say if you have long employment gap during the interview? Yeah, what did you do? What did you do that you had a very long employment gap? Because if it's just, you're just taking a break and everything, you just be honest with it. I don't think they're going to be that picky sa call center. I mean, if you're applying for a manager position and you have the competition is cutthroat, that's going to be a little hard, but just come up with an honest and a positive way to saying that. Yeah, positive way in saying that. Like, what's the reason though? I'm curious. Have you noticed pababa na pababa offer ng mga BPO? Um, Magkano ba ang offer ng BPO ngayon? Like during my time, like a decade ago, 14K yung base pay. 14K was the base pay, and then on top of the bonuses and you know spiffs, I guess. Magkano ba ang offer ng BPO ngayon? Kasi if it's more than more dapat magtaas na rin siya because of inflation. I'm not really sure, but I think at one point I saw 16K. Oh, by the way, here in Palawan, I'm not going to mention the company, but it's very low. Like I don't know. I think I remember it was under under 16K, less than 16K for the base pay, and I feel like Palawan is an expensive island. The gasoline here is more expensive than in bigger islands, and of course it makes sense because it's an island. So I just don't understand why the pay was still so low. So it feels like just get a call center job and then get an experience and then work from home, develop other skills, other skill sets. Because, yeah, I get what you mean. I feel like the salary is not keeping up with the inflation because that 14K, 14, 16K 10 years ago, so dapat magtaas na yun siya. And that was in Davao City. I guess it also depends on the location. If it's you're in Manila, it has to be higher because of the cost of living. Um, how to handle the customer asking a cancellation of their account just because of some extra charges that the company made for all the other customer to invest or improve the quality of service. Well, if the customer wants to cancel and if she's really made up her mind about it, that's just how it is, you know. I mean, you can try to justify the fee. I mean, chances are if the company is enforcing the fee, then there's a reason, good reason why. And if a lot of customers cancel because of this, then that's I honestly think that that is up to the company to fix that or to reckon with that. I mean, you can only do so much as a customer service representative. All you have to do, you justify the pricing as stated by the company, say what it's for, why it's there. And if the customer cancels despite your best efforts, then that's on the company. But yeah, as a customer service representative, what you can do is just explain why that charge is there. And the rest is up to the company. Kung anong gagawin nila sa business nila. Learn. I'm looking for a chatter campaign from home. I have experience in KYC process, but it's hard to find online because there's too many scam companies. Scam companies, yeah. It's hard. I know. Work from home is hard. You have to do everything. Oh, support of YouTube. What is that? What is support of YouTube here? I'm looking for a chat campaign, but there are legitimate company. Try to apply an Upwork. Have you? Um, the competition is still challenging there, but that's where you start because yeah, that's the thing because Upwork could also have some scam companies. That's the thing. If you probably have someone who knows about work from home gigs, you can probably do that. And but I understand it's hard to Upwork, not advertising friendly. YouTube doesn't allow content that injures the emotional and physical well-being of minors. A minor is someone. What is that? Why is this here? Support of YouTube. What are you talking about? Is this like a legit? Oh no, okay. Joined 1 month ago. Five subs. Never mind. This is another spam. Hi, madam. It's my first interview today, and I'm on my way now. Ooh, good luck. I'm really nervous, but your videos helped me build confidence. I hope things work out fine today. I hope too that things work out fine today for you. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Just remember that. Para hindi ka naman masyadong kabahan dyan. Thank you so much. Okay. Au revoir. Au revoir, Christian. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup pour tout. I know a little bit of French, very, very little. Au revoir, Christian. Merci beaucoup pour tout. Je dois aller travailler. Okay. So I guess if I understand this correctly, thank you. Goodbye, Christian. Thank you so much for everything. I need to go to work. Okay. Je dois aller travailler. Cool. Okay. Bye. Have a great day. What's one thing that instantly makes someone fail in a call center interview? English, like English fluency. That's because the main reason. That's their main um, that's their main requirement for for judging you if you're fit for the job. So if the English is just not at the level where it meets the minimum requirement, then that's not the number one factor of not getting the job. But that's not the only one, but that's the biggest. What taga Cebu kay? No, but I've lived in Cebu before. I've lived in Cebu. Davao. Davao lang. And then, good morning, Mima. While applying a lot, the TSR now offer 25K before it's like 35K. Maybe really. Okay. Where are you located, by the way? The call centers. I guess that's in a city. Ano pong maganda kaya? I'm a newbie and not that confident po kapag nagsasalita ng English, non-voice po kayo or voice. And I also have this dilemma where to choose or apply in results or Alorica. So just research kung ano yung mas maganda. But better yet, apply to both and then see how it goes. And maybe you can meet people from there and ask questions about how the company is. But chances are they're probably just, similar. Ano po maganda? I'm a newbie and not that confident. So I'm a newbie and not that confident. Just practice online. If you have to um, sign up for courses, I have I know someone who's also in the call center space. His name is Kevin Olega, and he teaches English. I mean, not English in a English for call centers or general English. I mean, English that you can use in call centers, English that you can use it for your job application, just being able to speak English in general so that you can talk to clients. So if you want to check that out, he usually does it with a group chat. He gives them activities to do, and then he would have this live chats on Zoom, so he could talk to them in English. So it's a group chat, so it's not gonna be one on one. But the good thing about that is it's also not expensive because hindi siya one on one. So let's check him out. His name is, and then his page is Call Center Training Tips. I think that if you're just, polishing your English, yeah, I've typed it in. You should check him out. Here we go. Here we go. Taga Cebu ka? What's banjo? Banjo. New because call center. Thank you. I'm so grateful ako sa channel. Helped me a lot sa mga interview kahit may mga experience na ako sa CC. Thank you so much. Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you din sa support and views. Thank you for all your replies from Morocco, and I really adore it. It really helps me a lot because it's my first experience, and I'm keeping doing well because of it. So you have call centers there in Morocco as well, I guess. Um, Okay, dumb question, but what is your language? Is it, wait a minute. I'm just gonna Google it. Never mind. Because I'm thinking, oh, it's you speak Arabic. I'm thinking of creating a new channel, a different channel from this channel, but the same content, but with translated videos. So I'm thinking doing it in Spanish because I have viewers also in Colombia. Do you speak Spanish there? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Latin America mostly speaks Spanish. So I'm thinking creating a channel, a different channel, the same content from this main channel, but translated. And the translation is not robotic, just like really realistic. Even the lips movement is syncing with the actual with the language that it's translated to. So I'm thinking maybe I can create a different channel for those of you who are not, native English speaker, or those of you who don't speak English anyway, or prefer to hear the content in your native tongue. Okay, next. Um, my first final test, Berlitz tomorrow. I'm really nervous. I've been watching your tips. Yeah, good luck. I mean, you can probably try practicing with ChatGPT if you can, and doing the with the voice feature of ChatGPT. That will help you a lot because you're going to be talking to a live person over the phone. Pag Berlitz, if it's the Berlitz that I underwent many years ago, I talked to a live person, and I think they also have the version where it's just the system doing the test. But in my case, I was a live person, and it I was able to pass it. But I think for this one, the best way to practice is use ChatGPT with the voice feature. More financial mock calls, please. So should I a lot for financial mock calls? I don't have experience in that. So what I usually do when I create videos for financial mock calls is to like hire someone from Upwork so they can tell me about the process, and then I build my mock calls around that. So I haven't been able to do that for a while now. I should, but I'll see what I can do. Um, initial interview, okay. Initial interview ngayon, AI na. AI na? Oh, how does it work? Like, do you hear an audio? Na sa mas hindi ako kinabahan. Yeah, for AI parang hindi siguro kaya nga parang hindi ka kakabahan no pag AI. Pero how does it go? Like you hear an audio and then you answer it? Do you see a face? Because I've seen a video where you talk to an AI, but then there's like a face there that you have to look at. Meron bang ganyan? Or do you only hear an audio? More financial math calls, please. Okay, next. Thank you. It was so useful. You're welcome. Mahirap makahanap ng work na kahit ano-ano na lang. Kaya kahit ano na lang. True. Parang siguro what I can advise is develop a certain skill set and then find a job within that space. Parang ganon. If you're a VA, if you want to be a VA, for example, look for a niche. Because when you have a niche, it's more specific, and it's going to be harder for the client to look for someone else like you. And so, they're most likely to hire you. Oh, what I recommend is check out Udemy. It's a platform that contains a lot of courses about pretty much anything. If you want to learn about customer service or becoming a VA or building a website or about AI automation, parang ganun. Ano, check that out. If you're looking into expanding your skill sets, I really recommend that website. I'm actually taking a course there right now, and the courses usually usually range from 500 pesos to 1,000, depende sa course. Pero lifetime access siya. So that's where I learned how to color grade, how to edit videos, how to do some type of videography that is passable enough for a channel. Lots of skills there, talaga. Everything. Like you can even learn coding from there. Check it out. It's a worthy investment. Next. Got hired healthcare account. Mahirap pa ba or kalma lang? Depende. It depends. For healthcare account, if you're dealing with a B2B setup where you're like talking to the provider, kalma lang yan siya. But if you're talking to members, the members who purchase the insurance, the patients, and they're filing a claim, and then the company, for some reason, is denying them the claim because of this and that. That's where you're gonna be hearing tears and frustrated customers. Because imagine yourself in the situation. Of course, you're gonna be frustrated, and where are you gonna take it out on? Is that in English? So, yeah, for sure, sa CSR. But it depends. If you're dealing with members, it's probably gonna be challenging. But if you're only going to be dealing with providers, it's fine. I think it's mostly calm. I got hired and will be in an energy service company. Any piece of advice? I don't have experience in energy service company. What do you do? Like, do you talk to businesses or end users? Hello, question. Can you give me advice to someone who doesn't have work experience and just want to do a non-voice HHS grad old curriculum? Can you give us someone who doesn't have work experience? That's gonna be really hard. That's gonna be really challenging for you. Is there a way that you can get more education? You can further your education because I'm gonna be honest with you. No job experience, high school graduate, old curriculum. I'm also old curriculum, by the way. Um, but the standards now they have risen. They have advanced. So I think there are programs by the government that allows you to jump to higher education in a shorter span of time. I think that's your best option because it's hard. It's hard right now. If you can find a call center that accepts you, then you're lucky. You'd be lucky to find a call center that will accept you with these qualifications. Um, work experience, non-voice, because even non-voice, it, it requires it also requires the only difference with non-voice is non-voice and voice is the the voice. Obviously you don't have to talk to a customer, you don't have to hear the customer, but the reasoning there, the customer handling, you will still have to work on that. And I'm not sure if companies will have the confidence to hire someone that they don't deem as qualified sa educational aspect. Anyway, newbie po ako, landed sa healthcare account, nervous at the same time. It's normal to feel nervous, but good luck. I can't do anything about your nervousness. It's always going to be there. But good luck. You can do it. Most call center agents, they're able to do it. Don't worry about it. Um, I helped in our small business just to keep myself busy. Is it okay to say that in an interview when they ask about my employment gap? Sure. Uh, while you do that, talk about the business, what you do, just to give them a clear picture of what you do on a daily basis, the experience that you've gained from it. And the story aspect too. Like talk to them about about the story of your small business, so they're kind of invested and they understand. Okay, why should they care and everything. Yeah. Don't talk about the small business in a generic way. Talk about the goals, the task you did there, and if you were able to make a difference, what, how, yeah. Yes, we have our language called Darija. It's similar to Arabic, and I'm working in one Canadian call center here in Morocco. Whoa! So there are actually call centers in Morocco too. Cool. I didn't know about that. Arabic. Okay. Yes, love the mock calls. Thank you, Christian. I watch your tutorials before my final interview. It helps me a lot po. Currently, nasa training na po ako. Good luck, Maria. Congratulations. It's just an audio, no face, but the questions are really aligned to your experience. Then after mo ma-answer, mag-feedback pa siya. Unfortunately, sa tatlo ko in AI in bagsak. Sa tatlo ko AI initial bagsak. Eh. Audio lang siya, no face, but the questions are really aligned to your experience. Then after mo ma-answer. Because I heard that with AI, they're gonna gauge your tone of voice and the fillers and your mga grammar, ganun. Still haven't experienced. I still haven't tried that personally, but yeah, I've heard they exist now. The experience. Nabag as in mabagsak pa talaga. Ma-answer, mag-feedback pa siya. Ganun. Wow, everything's automated now. When people tell you that call centers are going to be replaced by AI, just hit back and say, "Oh, we're all industries are actually being affected by AI. It's not just the call center industry. Don't worry about. I mean, don't worry about. I mean, accounting is also being infiltrated by AI. Just pretty much all the industries that you can think of, AI is currently disrupting it. I would say. Last po, I'm a medtech graduate and mataas po kaya ang chance malagay sa healthcare account? Sure. Yeah, they prefer that. They prefer people with healthcare background for sure. So yes, definitely. We were being trained for Walmart customer service, and our trainer recommended your video. Oh, customer service, and especially mock calls as they help. I think that's nice to know. Wait, Walmart customer service, is that based in the Philippines? Ang kanilang customer service, is that based in the Philippines? I wonder, because I know some brands that have customers here in the Philippines, AT&T, Verizon, things like that. But I wonder if they have a customer here in the Philippines, Walmart. That's a very big company in the US. Cannot do the education attainment due to survival priority alone. Cannot do the education attainment due to, yeah, that's true. How can I can answer the question? Tell me about yourself, even if I don't have experience in companies. I have a video about that. I have a video where I talk about how to answer it without experience. If you're applying in a call center, that's really not going to be a problem because they're very open to newbies, fresh graduates. So you tell them that you don't have experience. I just graduated. Hey, I just got here and I want to work. So hire me. It's okay if you're just applying in a call center in the Philippines. That's not going to be an issue, and that's you don't have to prove yourself because they're looking for a lot of applicants anyway. Um, but it wouldn't hurt if if you have achievements in school and you highlight that. It wouldn't hurt. It would be extra points. So check my video out about how to answer. Tell me something about yourself. What would you choose? A job that's fulfilling. That's a good question. Like teaching or engineering, but with a low salary. Ooh. Or a job that pays you well, but isn't something you're passionate about. Yun kasi situation ko. Yeah. The thing is, if you work for a job that you're not passionate about, okay. Is it a job that you're not passionate about or a job that you hate? Or just okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But even the jobs that are, I'm thinking out loud here, even the jobs that are fulfilling, they they're not exactly always like a walk in the park. They also have their days where you don't want to work, you just want to rest, you don't want to have to do anything with them. It's definitely the case with me in content creation. I like content creation, but there are days when I just don't want to be creating. And so, yeah, low salary, passionate about. It's hard, huh? But I think I've always been a person who likes security. So I think probably gonna go with the job that I'm not that passionate about, but also something that I don't hate. Because if it's something that you hate, then maybe not. But something that you're passionate about, but the pay is higher. But there will come a time. I will work on that job first, make money, hustle and everything, and get to a point where I become financially independent and I could leave the job and eventually get into the job that I want, you know. But teaching engineering, that requires going to school. That's the thing. But I would, if you were at to ask me, this is not it's not it's a question that has no right or wrong answers. It depends on how you defend it. But for me, I prefer that I become financially independent, financially stable first before I do what I want. Yeah. Because if I just, yeah, I don't want low salary, especially that I'm passionate about the job and I'm going to give it my all. I would like to be paid, fairly. So get to a level first where you're financially stable, and then get to that job that you're passionate about. You can earn. I don't have a specific job. Okay. Thank you so much. All the answers should be long for every question? No. So what you do is to gauge your interviewers interviewing style. Some of them are going to be succinct and brief with their questions. Um, so you match that and try to be also as succinct and brief as much as possible, precise with your answers. But there are also interviewers, because sometimes interviewers usually have a set duration that they can spend on each applicant with each applicant. So be mindful of that as well. So try to also shorten your answer if you have to. Mm, It doesn't no. So to answer that question, it doesn't have to be long. Match your interviewer's pace. I've been a fan for a few years, and I've now spent 2 years working in the paper industry. During that time, I've gained experience in retail and telecoms that I've recently had, and a financial like I was like, that's a lot of experience now. Congratulations, Aaron. Aaron. Thank you so much for guide. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yes, the Philippines, but I specifically am from Pakistan, and Walmart call centers are in the US, Canada, Philippines. Oh, and Pakistan. So, there are also call centers in Pakistan. Really? So there's a lot. Oh, that's okay. I didn't know that. I thought that call centers, I guess call centers are largest in India and Philippines and in Latin America, it seems. I didn't know that there are also call centers right, in Pakistan and Morocco. That's new information. I don't know why call centers look good for people with 80% fluency in English. What do you mean? Why call centers look good for people with 80%? Dati po akong nagte-teach pero di talaga kaya yung sahod. Makabuhay ng tao. True. Ano ba, is that public school or public school? Hindi. Lalo na 'pag nasa city ka, mahirap talaga. Pero ngayon, I'm work from home setup and I earn euros. Euros. Right. I miss teaching sometimes. Oh, yeah, I get it. Um, so what if ano na lang, you work and then I wouldn't recommend that you go back to teaching. Of course, you don't want to go back to teaching now that you're receiving euros. Ooh, congratulations. But maybe there are ways that you can teach, but not exactly reverting back to that, to that old way of teaching. Maybe For example, create a YouTube channel where you're um, this is it's basically a form of teaching. Or maybe if you want to really interact with your students, like give tutorials here and there, any way that you can teach and you can quench your thirst for teaching, but at the same time, you're obviously not leaving your well-paying job. I don't like customer service, and there are days when I just cannot stand doing my job, my dang job. But when the juicy paycheck comes in, that keeps me going. True, 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 true. Like you gotta keep the bills paid. And what I honestly what I hate about customer service is they have this unreasonable standards that you have to be perky and to the point that it sounds so fake even to the customer themselves. Like, why do you gotta be so nice like that? Just like act like a normal person, please. And as a QA, I really hate that as well, because it seems like the company is pushing us to be just one cookie cutter CSR where you have to act in a certain way. But the thing is, I feel like as long as the customer does not feel brushed aside, and as long as they're getting what they need, and the agent really is helping, and you can hear from the voice that they really care about the customer, I think that's really what matters. But it's just sometimes the QAs are some could feel like they're nitpicking, and yo, you didn't say this, points off, ring. I hate that. I hate that about customer service. I get what you mean, but you gotta pay the bills. So anyway, let me see. Bounce na ako, coach, mag-auto in. Please do not stop if this is your passion. Many of us helped you out. Help. Yeah, yeah. You have a great day. Thank you so much. So nice to hear. Any tips for a newbie in the industry like me? I played in hotel performance and the polo site for CSR role. I have a lot of videos about that. Check out my channel. Nandoon na lahat talaga lahat. Is it ever justified to headbutt a rude client if things get out of hand? What client is this? Is this call center, or is this work from home as a VA, as a non-call center agent, as a non-call center employee? Like, are you working with the client directly? I guess. Any tips for newbie? Oh, more an hour na pala. Any tips for newbie in the industry like me? I plan to help performance on the polo site for CSR role. I understand. I'm trying to get hired in a call center. I have 23 times and I have more than 2 years tried. I have 23 times and I have more than 2 years try it. Okay, what meaning? What do you mean? Are you hired in a call center or not yet? I'm confident speaking on the phone because I became front office associate at my stay hotels in BGC for 3 months, and I had a little phone experience. Ah, so you're not going to have a hard time talking to customers then. The problem, not, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but the challenging part probably would be the product training where there's information overload. Sorry, I'm gonna take it. There's information overload. And so, in terms of talking to customers, you're probably gonna have it right the first time. But there are aspects that you will probably find challenging. But you're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. I'm sure of that because you've had experience. I worked as an instructor as a state university, and I also work as a CSR at night. I choose euros over pesos because working in a government can be draining too. True. State, wow, instructor at a state university. Nice. Work as a CSR. So you're the state university is not in the Philippines. At night, choose euros over pesos because working in government can be draining too. Oh, maybe you're not. You're not from. Are you from the Philippines? Probably not. I was assuming that you're from the Philippines. Which do you prefer, customer service, sales, or technical support? I like customer service because it's I don't like sales. I feel pressure just thinking about the quota, but I can understand why people prefer it because of the bonuses and commissions. And some people just are inherently competitive and they like to talk and engage with people. So if I have to force myself, I can probably do sales, but I'm probably going to stay with customer service. Technical support, maybe not. I hate it. Even if I'm a techie person and I can help the person, the customer, because most of them are going to be irate probably, and some customers will probably find it hard to follow my troubleshooting steps, and that's like a really long average handling time every time. So I of all three, technical support is probably the least chance that I would choose. But we have, anyway. Sabi ko noon, gusto ko mag-experience yung financial account. Now that I experience being profile in, it gets me curious kung anong environment meron sa JP Morgan. What is SOFI? Is it SOFA? What is that? It gets me, parang ano na siguro, I haven't tried din sa financial account, but it's just billing and stuff and fraud, and I guess big fan from several years ago. Hello, Tony Shin. Yes, I have a deeper voice than normal, and my trainers kept taunting me to speak more softly and with softer voice. But I was like, bruh, I can't, like, I physically am unable. Yeah, I physically am unable to without sounding fake. Yeah, I hate that. But like, that's your voice. What can you do? But yeah. So I guess are you a woman and they want you to sound more feminine? Is that it? And the customers don't seem to have a problem. That's the thing. The customers don't really seem to have a problem with the voice, but they look for these little mistakes, and they try to enforce it on you. And maybe there should be a room, a breathing room, where you just let the person be that person, and just focus on what matters, and that's about helping the customer. I'm Dominican Republic, and I don't know how to start to answer this question. Tell me about your experience in work. I have a video about that. Just search "Tell me about yourself," and it pretty much covers it. Tell me about your experience at work. Yeah, but I think in this case, you just talk about the day to day tasks that you do, that you perform at work, and then if you can talk about how you're helping the company, and if you ever made an impact, definitely include that in the answer. How have you been? How's school? How's school? That's a whole nother video. But actually, I wish I did not create that video about that I'm going back to college and everything, because I actually decided not to go. Yesterday was the enrollment, and I decided to not go this year because I'm going to be learning AI. Oh my god, what? Yeah, that's a lesson for me. I should not create videos about, oh, I'm going to start this, I'm going to start that, because the moment that I actually that it's not happening, then I have to explain myself. But anyway, I'm going to create a video about that, but I end up not going to school because I decided it's not practical for me. At least for this year, I'm not going because I'm learning AI, how to work with AI, and maybe creating a channel around it for a different target audience. So yeah, that's the short story of it. My God. Hi, how are you? I'd like to ask if maybe you have a channel to practice speaking. I really appreciate it. Thank you so for helping. Um, is this for English speaking? Because I mean, what exactly are the things that you want to learn? Practice speaking, like exercises that you can follow along and practice your English. Because if there's enough demand for this, I'm probably gonna create a channel about that. Oh my god, as if I have a lot of time. As if I have, yeah, I am already busy as it is. But yeah, if there's enough demand for that, then why not? But try my videos. Have you tried my videos in this channel? Some of them are about improving your English. Just doesn't have enough exercises, I guess, for speaking, but I'm gonna think about that. I'll see what I can do. Not yet. For almost 3 years, I have been trying to be hired in a call center, but however, they always rejected me. And what do you think? Why do you think they rejected you? Did you ask? Did they provide feedback after the interview? Because if you have that data, then you can start improving on it and try again. But tutorial financial can help me a lot to get hired. Great. Yeah, I hired someone to I hired someone. I think she worked in, I'm not gonna mention the company, but yeah, I hired someone in the call center agent who worked in the Philippines to make that video because I didn't want to get it wrong. And so, yeah, that's good that I'm seeing this, that it worked for you. Hi, tomorrow I have a first call as a customer service. Can you give me some tips? I feel a little confused about the steps that I need to follow. I have a lot of videos about call flow. Look at the play at my channels. Watch the playlist of my channel about mock calls. I talked about call flow there very detailedly, so check it out. Would you be able to do a voice video asking questions to your followers and then tell them their feedback? Would you be able to do a video asking questions to your followers and then tell them their? Oh, you mean talking to my to one on having a chat, a video chat with my followers, and then giving them feedback on their English? Is that what you mean? So is that what you mean? Parang call center line talaga. Is that what you mean? Spoiler alert, go for that. Yeah, thank you. I've heard about B2B in call center, and they have told me that is so overwhelming. It depends on the, I guess, stress level. Some B2B are just chill, really, but it depends on the specific tasks, goals, and whatever. Anyway, oh, I received an email. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I received your email, Christine. Perfect, nice. I'm gonna get back to you now. I heard about the B2 and they have told me this already. I've been practicing English, but I'm struggling to expand my vocabs. What should I do? For vocabulary, I think you can read. Have you tried any apps at all? Because there are apps where you can engage in simple English materials, and then and it will allow you to learn new words and use those words eventually in conversations. Um, but yeah, go ahead and try Elsa Speak. Usually, I recommend Elsa Speak. I've worked with them before, but I just generally like the app. I feel like they have a free version of that. Try it out and see if it helps with your vocabulary. I'm also thinking, by the way, of creating a kind of subscription plan, a monthly subscription plan where you're going to pay me a certain amount, maybe not so expensive, but we're going to go on a group chat, like maybe 10 to 20 per chat. And then I will give you exercises that you can do at home. And we could meet like once or twice a week. I would give you feedback and then eventually help you reach the point where you're at a decent level of speaking English. But the idea is to just get you talking. So instead of you just doing a self-help way of learning English, then I'm sort of guiding you. But in order for it to not be so expensive, then we can do it like a group instead of one-on-one. Because if I have to do it one-on-one, it's going to be expensive. But if there's like 10 or 20 per chat per group, then it's probably going to be feasible. But Oh my God, Jesus. For that, I will have to think about the lesson plan. Lesson plan. I have to structure it so that, you know, it addresses the different pain points that you have. So I'm thinking about that. There's a lot of things to do, but so little time. I don't know. Mm. Watching movies is a good option to learn about. Yeah, true. You can enjoy it at the same time. If you try try reading. Honestly, reading is was what did it for me. At the time, I didn't have um, unlimited access to videos. It was a decade ago. But reading will help you because it's you can do it on your own pace. It's not like videos where you need to hop from timestamp to timestamp. With reading, you can really take your time. You can go slow, you can go fast. And so I feel like when it comes to vocabulary expansion, it's probably more effective. Well, of course, if you like the story, what I would do a decade ago was read a book and then have a dictionary with me beside it and a notebook. That's very manual. That's very rudimentary, but personally, that's what worked for me. But I think you can pretty much do it with video or an app. There's a lot of apps like that now that are structured to really help you remember certain vocabularies. Um, Watching is a good option to learn about how you can enjoy at the same time. True. That's also true. Do you plan to make more videos about being self employed and self sufficient? Also, could you send me a shout out? Oh, where are you from, by the way? More videos about being self employed. I mean, what can I share about it that is not already online? Being self-employed. Well, I could probably do that, like a client sort of vlog lifestyle from time to time in this channel. Why not? um self-sufficient. Self-sufficient, you mean like growing your own food and stuff like that? Is that what you mean? Or self-sufficient financially? Let me know. Shout out. Sure, I will. I'm gonna put that in my, ilista ko lang. I'll just list that here. Shout out to you. Okay. Okay, maybe next video for this channel, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Tony. Okay, where is it now? Mm, oh my. Nawala na. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Can recommend you Anki. What's Oh, that's Anki. That's an app. Mm, yeah, there's a lot of apps now created for English learning, but I know that there are other people who would still prefer to have it with a real live person, with a real live person, or at least in conjunction with apps. So I saw your videos. I recorded myself every day to improve my confidence and fluency, but I want to practice speaking with. Yes, okay. Um, that's true. There's still an aspect where you want to really practice with a real person. I think just look for instruct. There must be services like this that allows you to practice with. Oh, you know what? I actually recommend the app. It's not an app. It's a platform. The website is episoden.com. I'm going to type it in. Okay, so what you can do there is to talk to English learners around the world. The idea of the app is to just talk about anything, and to talk about anything you can think of. Obviously, the professional stuff. It's not a dating site, by the way. So it's strictly about English. The moment you get unprofessional there, they will kick you out. So that's what I like about it. It's heavily moderated just to stay just to stay professional. So check that platform out. I really like it because you get to meet people around the world, and at the same time you're improving your English. The only problem is like it's not a guarantee that you're going to be talking to people with good English. So that is the catch, but it will probably help with your spontaneity to think about to be spontaneous with your thoughts and ideas. But when it comes to pronunciation and accent training, that's where it falls short. Which you can, yeah, if you want people, just go ahead and check out. There must be people offering this kind of service because I'm also thinking of offering this service online, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And I feel like if I have to do this, I will have to write the materials first, the assignments, the exercises, because I can't just be talking to you. You have to perform certain activities while we're not talking, when we're not talking, to make sure that you're consistent. But anyway, check out that platform. I really like it. I've tried it many times, and it's actually sort of addictive. But I've stopped now. But it's nice if you're improving your English. I have messages here. Hello, Jen. I work for home from several in country, but now I really want to apply for English. How can I know I'm ready to talk to English speakers? Talk to English speakers. Um, want to apply for English speakers? Try to apply. That's really all. I mean, have you tried? I what's just wrong? Try out that platform episoden.com. You can talk to people there in English from all around the world, and you should be able to gauge after a day if you're ready to talk in English. And also just send in your resume and apply. That's really all. That's like the final confirmation if you're ready for the job. Let them tell you whether or not you're ready. How much it's going to be in peso? Oh, you mean the cost of the possible training? Probably are under 500 pesos per month or something like that. I'm still thinking about the pricing. Anki is an app where you can search decks, flashcards, or create decks and practicing. Oh, I see. So that's good. So even students can do it when they're studying. Anki is an app where you can search decks, flashcards, or create decks and practicing word. That is good. I like that app. It would be great for vocabulary retention. So yeah, is it free? Or I guess it's a freemium subscription, right? Like it could be free, but to unlock the other advanced features, you have to pay. I guess that's usually the setup right now. But yeah, I have to check that. I'll check out that app. Guys, I'm 24 and I learned to speak English just by consuming Hollywood entertainment with and without subtitles, and have never taken an English language class in my life. Trust me, it helps and is fun. True. Yeah. And it's everywhere now. Everywhere there's videos. So it probably will work for a lot of people. Try reading newsletter. It's also a good option. Yeah, good option, but might be a little boring for some. The good thing about movies is you're watching a story, and then at the same time you're exposing yourself to the English accent and words. Mm, where is it? Oh, newsletter. What is newsletter? Is that like a brand? Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, newsletter. Anyway. Plus, please send a salute to me. All right. Do you have a video telling your experience how you could learn English? I have a lot of videos about that. Just search my channel name and then English, how to improve English. I have like, I don't know, probably 10 videos about English learning. but more in a generic sort of way. Do you have a video telling your not trying to be rude, just a suggestion for those who are struggling to learn English because it is one of the easiest languages. Would you really say that English is one of the easiest languages as opposed to what do you think? Because the common the common complaints I hear about learning English is the pronunciation is crazy. Um, it- there's no one rule that would determine the pronunciation of words. Like I can't give an example right now, but it's just all over the place. Unlike, for example, French, where if this word is spelled in a certain way, then it's always going to be that. It's always going to be that. It's always going to be pronounced a certain way. There might be exceptions, but very, very few. But with English, it's all over the place. And I feel like it's a hard language to learn, honestly. But maybe I'm sure there are other languages probably that are harder than English. But I would say that English, if you're a foreign speaker, is probably not an easy language to learn. Well, I'm gonna tell you what language is easy to learn. I feel like Filipino is easy to learn because when you you read it, it's just there's no mystery when it comes to reading it. Like it's just you read it, you see the words, you read it as they are. Let's see. There's a name for that. Okay. So, language. So English, so there's a English is not a phonetic language. So phonetic just means that they're not general. Phonetic means that a language that is generally pronounced as they are written. So like Filipino, it's a phonetic language apparently, but English is not like that. Like I don't know. I guess it's because of the influence from different cultures, different people, and so sorry, it's become a hodgepodge of different pronunciations and spellings. Mm, yeah. Next. Oh my God, there's a lot of question, and we're already like almost 2 hours. What I should do if I can understand 80% of movies and talk shows in English, but I cannot speak fluently. Then you practice speaking exercises. Can you try today episoden.com, the one I just talked about? I feel like it will help you a lot when it comes to just bridging the gap between your thoughts and your speaking ability. Like you just want to you just want to put words on to your thoughts, and I think that's something to do with spontaneity. And the only way to do that is to really start speaking. You start speaking until eventually, and eventually it becomes more natural, more automatic. And so episoden.com specifically will help you with that. It probably won't help you with accent, proper accent and accent training, but when it comes to just giving words to your thoughts, then it will help you. Episoden.com. Hi, at currently training in Alorica. Thank you for your tips and still learning, watching your videos. Good luck, Angelina. I'm Julio Gonzalez from Nicaragua. My first date of training is in 2 days, so my recommend to me, just do your best, and mostly you probably have like 90% chance of passing as long as you always show up every day. You don't miss the training, even just one day, and you're gonna have a higher chance of making it. I really appreciate it. Thank you a lot, Sheena. You're welcome. I'm Tony Shin from Mexico. By self sufficient, I mean making money without a regular job. I've followed you for years. A shout out would mean a lot. Okay. Okay. I'll give you a shout out. I already listed it. So by selfish, I'm making money without a regular job. Yeah. I don't know if I'm the best, if that I'm the authority for this subject because I make money now through YouTube, but it's not like a regular job, but it's still a job which means you have to put in the hours and work to earn money. I also have another job. Um, it's more like a contractual type of thing where I produce an output and then they buy it. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm the authority for the subject in the subject, so I'm not sure if I. Yeah, I'm gonna be confident talking about that because I haven't really. I'm not like there are people definitely doing better than me in that in that area. So good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Denry. Do you consider yourself C1, C2, or totally TOEFL? I don't know about that. I'm definitely not like the very top fluent thingy. What is C2? C2, hey, how many levels are there in Berlitz? I see. Wait. Okay. So C1 is advanced proficiency. Oh, so this is CFR. There's A1, this ABC. Let's see. C1, advanced English. C2, proficient. Let's see. Upper can understand B2 can understand main areas of complex on both concrete and abstract top, including technical discussions. Can produce clear, detailed attacks on a wide range of subjects and explain views on a topical issue, giving the advantage of various options. Okay. And C1 is mm, hmm. I would definitely not classify myself as like the very top, like at the peak. I wouldn't probably be a C2 because it seems like C2 is at the very top of it of things. Probably C1, or if I'm going to be modest about it, maybe B2, upper intermediate English, and the best of times probably C1. That's it. B1. Yeah, B2. So B2, between B2 and C1 probably. Because I can be more spontaneous and I can be more eloquent, but I'm not there yet. Or probably I will never be, and that's fine. Differentiating partnerships and meaning even more complex because there are definitely people that are way better than me when it comes to expressing their thoughts, and they're just like, you know, they're just impressive when it comes to verbal abilities, and I think I will never be like that. mm, in BPO, which process has the highest paid? What do you mean process? You mean the job? Could you tell me, could you tell some companies hiring right now, please? There's a lot. You mean call centers? There's like everywhere online and social media. They're looking for employees everywhere. And for now, AI is not stopping that. People are still hiring. My mother tongue are Urdu, Punjabi, and Arabic. And compared to those and other like Russian, Cantonese, and Mandarin, English is a walk. Really? Wow. I know I've heard that Chinese is hard to learn. Arabic is also hard, huh? Russian, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Yeah, I've heard Cantonese Mandarin. Okay. Well, so it's good that I don't have to learn this language, these languages to have a job, huh? Because oh, I see. Because I can say that Filipino is so easy to learn. I feel like it's a very easy language to learn. French I've tried, and I think it's decently. The difficulty is kind of like when you're learning French. It's like kind of like the structure, the arrangement of words is similar to English. So I feel like in that regard, it's kind of like a intermediate difficulty, medium difficulty when it comes to learning the language. Anyway, but okay. So there are languages harder to learn than English. Okay, good to know. Walk in the park. I've been hard and been assigned on chat support, just pure non-voice, but our clients is having one-on-one talk sometimes. But does this job I've been doing for six, could this improve my vocabulary? Just pure non-voice, but our clients is so you mean could the client's session of talking to you could improve your vocabulary? Yeah, I guess if it's done consistently, but there's really a lot of for improving vocabulary. I would recommend the app because it's more customized and it's more designed to for you to retain the vocabulary. That's the first step in learning the language. You have to uh, retain the vocabularies. Sorry, I had to comb my hair. Anyway, maraming salamat sa mga videos na naging maganda communication ko sa tone, voice. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure seeing you with your followers. And one of the best way to learn is to try to have everyday conversation with friends and try to correct each other. That way you don't feel embarrassed while making mistakes. True, true, true. If you have friends, because people nowadays don't have a lot of friends, at least the ones close to them. So would be best to. I really recommend that platform. It's not sponsored. This I have just tried the app, and I feel like it's the best app to helping you practice your speaking skills. Do not miss a training. Is that the key? Yes, this probably like 80% of it. And of course, you have to keep up with the product training. But for the most part, do not miss the training, and you're gonna have a really high chance of making it. What time is there in India? It's dawn. Right now it is. Oh wow, I'm low, but right now it is 8:28 a.m. 8:02 a.m. I think we have a difference of something 30. Where is it? Where's my charger? Yeah. Yeah. Now, so right now it's 8 a.m., 8:02 p.m. But I think the difference between it's like 2 hour and 30 minute gap. 2 minute. I mean 2 hour and 30 minute time difference. I think with India. I'm trying to get in a call center industry. I want to pass from B2 level to C1. Which TV series do you recommend to enhance your pronunciation and level up your English? Any TV series, really, as long as it's an American accent or whatever accent you're trying to learn. It's just that simple. It doesn't have to be a certain TV series for you to improve your accent. Um, yeah. So if you're learning an American accent, watch American TV series. Hi, I'm Tertiary Mexico. Sufficiently many. By the way, our company uses your videos to train you. Okay. By the way, our company uses your videos to training sessions and greatly help to develop things to be built. It helps me to land a campaign. Great. That's always been the goal of these videos to help you. So that's good to know. When it comes to call center to work in any kind of scenario department like sales, hotel, tourism, travel, or real concerns, does customers tend to use like too informal vocabulary? Overall concerns that customers tend to use like, yeah, customers they just talk like in everyday conversations, like what you see in movies. That's how they talk, the customers. So you don't have to sound like a university paper. Just sound conversational. Could you repeat that name, please? Are you asking about that platform I told you about? I'm typing it in here. Episoden.com, episoden.com. Um, I mean, insurance, travel. What is that? DMD World. Uh, you mean the account, which is the highest paid? I see. Sales. Okay. Um, Probably any account with a sales campaign, because there's going to be, what you call this, there's going to be commissions. So that's probably where you're going to be earning a lot of money. Like there's no ceiling to the earning as long as you earn those commissions, as long as you get those sales. I think that's it. But in customer service, I think financial account like banking, JP Morgan, they generally have higher salaries. Could you please repeat? I'm curious to learn from successful people. I wouldn't classify myself as a successful person. Would you be open to sharing your main income stream? My main income stream is I have I have a YouTube channel, this cheese channel, and then I also have websites, like niche websites, uh, talking about specific topics, and are still earning from AdSense, really. And I would get sponsorships from time to time with brands that I like, that I think like are worth sharing to the public. And I also create videos for brands from time to time about their product, just create tutorial videos for their channels. And so that's currently where I am at right now. And that's it. I would like to, I'm not earning anything from the farm, by the way. So it's pretty much like a hobby right now. I would like to develop a skill set revolving around AI, because that's what's hot right now. And it's going to be that in the next decades to come. So I'm attempting to future proof my skill set. And I would like to learn about AI automation and maybe bridge it with customer service. Like, I'm probably going to create another channel about customer AI and customer service. I don't think that currently AI is going to replace the call center industry, but there are niches where it could be installed, it could be used, and the overall working process will be more efficient for everyone. So yeah, but that's a really long answer. But the the short answer is, yeah, I'm currently learning AI is what it is. Income stream. You can be C1 writing. Oh, you can be C1 writing, B2 listening, B1. Oh, C2. It's a skill. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I didn't know that. I would love to take a test for each aspect, because I think I've only ever been ever tested for speaking, so I don't know my writing, my listening. Okay. Currently, I work for UHC Voice Process. Is this the future United Healthcare Voice Process? I don't know about that company, but United Healthcare. What do you do? What do you do in healthcare? What like your tasks? Do you talk to members, or do you talk to providers? Again, I'm not trying to be rude. I understand that I might come off as rude with some of my previous. No, I don't. I don't think you are rude. No, I'm just. I think you're just spitting facts. No, 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 not at all. Um, are you currently working at Telepro? No, I'm not working in any call center. I'm just working from home. Hello, ma'am. I'm a recent BS tourism graduate. Isn't okay to pursue call center for a while? Sure, if you think that's the best option. What? Why don't you? Wouldn't you rather work in tourism, or is that something that you can't currently attain for now? Is that why you're thinking of working in a call center? Because if honestly, if you have to choose between the two, um, why not work in the field that you studied for? There must be a reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but I'm just curious. Good morning. Yeah, I do. Just back from shift. How can I improve my accent? I should use shadowing every day. Would you think it would be enough? Enough? Okay, you have to also um shadowing every day. It would not be enough. I think it's gonna be. It's gonna have to be a conjunction of reading and having the s- vocabulary right. You know, the subject verb agreement, all those basic stuff, and then listening, and then shadowing and recording yourself. But if it's really hard, then you might need a tutor just to point you in the right direction. Oh my God, I'm so. How can I improve my accent? You're saying. So, customers on the phone can use so many time slangs or common phrases. Yeah, yeah, that's usually the case. It's United Healthcare. Ah, and the account is currently residing in Teleperformance Healthcare. What do you do with that healthcare account? Like, is it necessary to learn deep vocabulary and applying to work in a BPO or being Sally conversational? Conversational. Um, you don't have to learn the big, deep words that are obscure. You're not writing a research paper. You're talking to people, like conversational. You have to learn conversational, and the best example for that are movies, TV series of the accent you're trying to learn. May I know you too? Okay. Usually AI is already being used in people, but somehow it will be taken over due to lack of empathy of AI. I still feel like even if AI will reach a higher level, I still think that humans will not totally be eliminated. But I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to make conclusions right now. But it will probably drastically reduce the workforce, and hopefully by that time there are already other jobs sprouting to take the hit. But yeah, anyway, my God, it's already 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to end this live stream right now. And take care of you. I take care. Take care, everyone. You have a great day, all of you. One last question. Healthcare is kind of easy to talk with the provider since the process is repetitive, true. But there are lots of terms you can learn to specifically. Yeah, it's repetitive. That's true. It's easier to talk to providers, but there are lots of terms you can to learn, especially claims denial. Yeah, that's true. And they're not emotional calls. They're just okay. If so, this party is confused. Okay, you're confused. I'm gonna get back to you, but it's not like it's not as emotional as when a member does not get coverage for example, terminal disease. That's a way harder. That's a whole nother level of difficulty that I honestly don't want to be dealing with. And hands um let's see. Yeah, I've seen your various many tears that I. You're not aged, by the way. I'm 32, so you're so. No, 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 no. Thank you, but I'm sure I look 32 or more. But anyway, people think that I look more than I age. But all right. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, This reviews and helps me improve some of my communications and enhance my English. Thank you so much for your views and support. I really appreciate it. Try financial insurance if you want something difficult for a change. Yeah, financial insurance. I feel like those are accounts where you need to sound a little bit more professional because you're selling a service and the service is not exactly cheap. Those are high ticket items. So, anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I'm going to see you in my next live chat, live stream. Yeah, that's all. You have a great day, everyone. If you have questions, now you know where to find me, comments here on YouTube. And see you in my next live stream. Bye bye, everyone. Where do I end this? I don't know. Okay. And stream.